I'm Victor Fernandez of Fernandez Fit, and I'm here to show you why fitness is our business. Hello and welcome once again to the Fitness is Our Business podcast, the show that helps busy professionals thrive in their demanding personal and professional lives by taking control of their health and well-being. I am your humble host, Victor Fernandez. Thanks for joining me as you do each and every week. I truly do appreciate it. If this is your first time listening into the show, welcome. I just want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. But if you've been following for a while, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share the show far and wide, because many more people need to learn that fitness is our business. Now, if you're anything like most professionals and the previous version of myself, and occasionally the current version of myself, your mornings can feel, shall we say, chaotic. The alarm goes off, you hit the snooze button once, maybe twice, 3 times, then you're hopping out of bed, you're scrambling for coffee. Not me, I don't drink coffee. You're checking your emails before the blurriness is even out of your eyes, and before you know it, you're out the door, already behind. That sound familiar? Here's the thing. Your mornings don't need to feel like a race against the clock. In fact, they can become your most powerful tool for personal and professional success. So today I'm going to walk you through 5 time-efficient habits that will help you establish a consistent, energizing morning routine, even when your schedule feels just even the slightest bit impossible. These are small, realistic changes that busy people can do. And no 2-hour morning rituals, things that you can take and get done in a short period of time. So if you're ready to turn your mornings from rushed to intentional, let's get started. All right. First things first, prep your morning the night before. If you follow me on social media, you've read it. If you listen to this show, you've heard it. If you see me out in public, you've heard it from me as well. I meal prep every week. Every Sunday, you've seen photos of it. I throw all the protein, all the veggies on my Blackstone grill, cook it all up, bag them up, put them in the fridge, put them in the freezer. And now I've got all my meals, all our family's meals squared away for the entire week. Now, that's not just because I love to eat protein or I love to grill, which is true on both. I love protein, love to grill. That's not the reason why I do it. As a busy husband, father, entrepreneur, son, brother, friend, you name it, I wear a lot of hats, which means throughout the course of each day, I make a lot of decisions. And if I can do something that takes an hour of my time, which is what my meal prepping time is, that's going to save me an exponential amount of time on the back end during the course of the week when I've got a lot more decisions to make than I do on Sundays. We really do lose a ton of time and energy in the morning just making decisions. What to wear, what to eat, where our keys are. I still haven't figured out that one. And that's called decision fatigue, and it drains our brain power before we even start the workday when we have a lot more important decisions to make. So here's a new rule that I want you to put into place the evening before every morning so you can set up your future self for success. Lay out your clothes, pack your lunch, and prep your breakfast. Write down your top 3 priorities for the next day. I call them non-negotiables. Those things that come hell or high water are going to get done. And the reason I say that is because oftentimes we have a laundry list of tasks and obligations that we need to get done each day. Let's say 20, and we get 15 of them done. And what happens inevitably? We lament the fact and we browbeat ourselves because we haven't done all 20. So I have 3 that I'm going to do no matter what. Everything else is gravy. Everything else is a bonus. Because when you do this, you wake up with fewer decisions to make and more energy to focus on what really matters. You'll feel calmer, you'll feel more organized, you'll feel way more in control. So a little bit of prep, a small amount of prep equals a major morning win. All right, on to the next tip. Move your body, even just for 5 minutes. I have had conversations with clients, and I do this myself, when I say, when you wake up in the morning, drink a glass of water, stretch. How long could that take? 5, maybe 10 minutes. So unless you're hitting the snooze button 20, 30 times, or you're waking up, on purpose as close to the time that you need to leave in the morning, you have time to do this. I know mornings can be tight. There's a lot going on. You might be thinking, there's no way I have time to work out before work. I get it. But here's the truth. You don't need a full 30, 45-minute, hour-long session to feel the benefits of it. Just 5 minutes of movement can boost your energy, improve your focus, and fire up your metabolism for the day ahead. And frankly, just make you feel good. Make you feel like you can now conquer the day. It's the same thought process when people talk about, I get up and I make my bed and I feel like I've accomplished something and it sets me up for a great day. Same basic idea. So try a quick stretch, a few rounds of jumping jacks, or just step to the side jacks if you've got bad knees or a bad back, body weight squats, short walk outside. If you've got a treadmill and the weather is not the greatest, step on the treadmill, walk 5 minutes, or go on the elliptical if you have that. Even standing up and just doing shoulder rolls and just stretching in general. Really, seriously, it's going to help. Movement wakes up both our bodies and our brain. It tells our system, hey, we're up, we're alive, we're ready to go. Let's get it done. So even if you don't have time for a full workout, make time to move. It's a small investment with a huge return. All right. Next up, let's talk about fuel. I touched on it a short time ago about meal prepping and how I have everything squared away. So when I walk to the fridge and open it up, I know exactly what I need to grab, and it makes my life so much simpler. Now, and for so many of us, when we don't do that, what happens? It's coffee and nothing else. Well, unless you're checking messages or answering emails. And what happens when you do that is you're setting yourself up for an energy crash by mid-morning, if not sooner. The body and the brain need actual nutrients, real whole foods to perform well. Start your day with some hydration. I mentioned earlier, drink a full glass of water before you start reaching for the coffee. Then aim for a simple, balanced breakfast that combines healthy protein, healthy fats, complex carbs. Again, does not have to be anything major. Greek yogurt, throw some fruit and nuts in it. I know some of you out there like overnight oats. I find them awfully expensive, so I haven't done it. But I know people swear by them, so absolutely, if you want to invest in that, go right ahead. Even a smoothie with some protein powder in it, maybe some banana, add some flavor, strawberries, things like that. That's something you can, again, make the night before and stick in the fridge. Doesn't have to be fancy, folks. It just has to work for you. That's ultimately all that matters. Don't forget, hydration equals focus. Even a little bit of water, it goes a long way. But even mild dehydration on the flip side can make you sluggish, make you unfocused. And one other thing that it can do is it can mimic the hunger pains we feel when we're hungry. So what does that do? We go and grab something to eat when actually our body is craving water, not food. What happens then? You start gaining weight, folks. It's an assembly line. One thing leads to the other. I hate to say it, but it's true. All right, on to the next one. A little mindset related now. And by mindset, I mean what's going on between our ears and in the middle of our chest. And that's taking 2 minutes, just a couple of minutes, for mindfulness. Before you open your inbox or check your phone, and I don't do any of that. The first real substantial thing I do when I wake up in the morning is get my workout in. 6 a.m., I'm in there getting the workout done in the Vicnasium. I have the phone there to listen to music, or I might turn on the TV and watch the news, or listen to a podcast. But I don't check messages. I don't check emails. I don't do any of that. Because if we can just take that opportunity for ourselves, that time for ourselves, and it could be whatever you want it to be, working out, meditating, praying, deep breathing, or simply sitting quietly. I know a lot of people who like to write down what they're grateful for, to really get them started on a positive note that day. Whatever works for you, go ahead and do it, because those 2 minutes, just those couple of minutes, can completely change how you respond to stress throughout the day. Instead of reacting negatively to every email, every problem, you'll find yourself approaching things with more calm, more clarity, more control, and you're focused on the solution, not the problem. You're training your brain to start from a place of peace, not a place of panic. And trust me, you don't want panic. That was me for many, many years. It does not work. It's counterproductive. So if you can come from a place of peace where you can take a deep breath, take stock of what the problem is, the challenge is, the obstacle is, you're in a better frame of mind to come up with a solution. And it's a good decision to make. All right, finally, we talked about the 2 minutes. Now we're going to talk about the opening hour of your day. Own the day. Don't let your day own you. I talk about how I get my workouts in. That's the first real substantial thing that I do. I get up, I have a glass of water, go use the restroom, and then I get a little something to eat, and then off into the Vicnasium to get my workout in. And that just sets the tone for everything that comes after that. I'm being proactive. I'm not being reactive. Because if you spend it being reactive, and by that I mean, again, checking emails, scrolling social media, rushing to get out the door on time, you're starting your day on the defensive. Instead, you can choose intentional actions that put you in control of your day. That could mean reviewing your goals for the day too, journaling, reading something inspiring. I know so many of us out there that like to take 10 or 15 minutes to read, or simply sitting in silence once again to just collect your thoughts before the world around you starts overwhelming you. Because when you protect that first hour of your day, you take your power back, folks. You stop letting the day happen to you, and you start leading it in the direction you want to go. All right, that's what I've got for you today, folks. You don't need a long 2-hour morning ritual to get your day started. You don't need a 5 a.m. wake-up call. I know plenty of you pray at the altar of the 5 a.m. grind, and that's great. I got nothing against that. But all you really need is consistency. Small actions, repeated each day, can transform your morning and in turn transform your day, your month, your week, your year. Remember, how you start your day shapes how you show up to your family, show up to work, show up for your goals, the goals and passions you have in your life. So take back your morning, because you'll take back your day. You really do deserve that level of clarity, confidence, and control. All right, folks, thanks again for joining me as you do each and every week. I truly do appreciate it. Once again, like the show, leave a great review to create greater exposure out there. Of course, hit that subscribe button and share the show far and wide, because there's many more people out there who need to learn that fitness is our business. Thanks so much for listening. I hope what we've shared on this show truly resonates with you. If you want to learn more about the health and fitness services I provide, head to my website, fernandezfit.com. If you're ready to connect with me about health and fitness coaching, send an email to info@fernandezfit.com or a text to 814-504-7774. And of course, you can find me all across social media, Victor Fernandez 123 on Facebook, Fernandez Fit on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, as well as the Healthy Lives, Healthy Business channel on YouTube. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, always remember, fitness is our business.